I'm back. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am the chatty introvert Victoria, and long time no see, everybody. We're festive now. We have Christmas decorations and there's stockings, and we have 2 trees. We got extra in my house this year. We got 2 trees. That's to make up for all the trash that's happened this year. So I thought I would just do a chill video. I'm standing. There's no wall with pictures. It's still up there, but I figured we would change up the setting today. Also, I just bought these earrings and I needed a reason to show them off today. So half of this video is because I genuinely just wanted to be creative, and then the other half is because I was proud of my outfit and I needed to show it off in some capacity. There were 22 questions on this little questionnaire, and I'm only gonna do the ones that I picked, or the ones that I knew that I had answers for, because 22 is a lot, and I'm also trying to eat today. So it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Love all y'all. My computer's off screen right here with the questions on it, so if you see me looking, that's why. Favorite movie of all time? That's easy. Mad Max Fury Road. I will say that this question I ask myself at least 3 times a year, every year, because it changes. When I was a kid, it was Nightmare Before Christmas, and then as I've kind of evolved and discovered different types of movies and didn't only just watch Disney movies, Mad Max Fury Road is the definition of a perfect movie, in my opinion anyway. I have really strong actors in a really ridiculous circumstance, plus one of the coolest orchestral / rock soundtracks I think I've ever heard in my entire life. And also you have Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron thrown in there too. Then, you know, you got a great time. You got a great time. Favorite scene from a movie? My joke answer to this question is always the scene in Wolf of Wall Street when he is struggling to make it down the staircase to get into his car. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, and as an actor myself, I can only imagine how ridiculous it was for him to do that all day. Like a serious answer to this question, then it would be the entire movie of Titanic. I know it asked for a scene, but every scene in that movie, to me, specifically since it was made in like the late 90s, is a cinematic feat in and of itself. Every scene in that movie is so technically heavy, especially for the amount of people that you had to have on set for that. I didn't realize how absolutely incredibly visually stunning that movie is. And favorite actor or actress? This was hard. I genuinely had to like really sit down and think about it. I'm gonna give you one dude and one girl, and I have so many favorite actors, and I feel like even though I talk about Leonardo DiCaprio all the time because he is my husband, I have to give it to other people. I have to give other people a shot. So my favorite male actor is Benedict Cumberbatch. He can do no wrong in my eyes. I think he is one of them people. He has a very period face. And what I mean by that is that you can put him in any time period and it makes sense. Like, you can put him in the 70s and it works. You can put him in some form of the 1800s and it works. And then my favorite lady actress, I think if you follow me on Instagram, this is no surprise to you because I literally I follow a fan page and I post a picture almost every day, or I repost a picture from that fan page on my story almost every day, and that is Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett can't do anything wrong. She's a genius. She is one of those actors that, you know, like I said, Benedict Cumberbatch, it all circles around. I think for me, it's just your ability to be able to fit into anything. You can put her anywhere. And just like his roster of films, if you look at his resume, hers is very similar in the fact that it's all over the place. This is what doing this questionnaire has made me discover. I'm learning things about myself. Guys, we're evolving. I love this. I've realized I like actors who aren't typecasted. I think that's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with being typecasted. You can make a whole career out of being typecasted. But I'm a fan of actors who can do so much. who can do everything, and they don't do wrong in anything. Even if the movie itself isn't that good, if you have Cate Blanchett or you have Benedict Cumberbatch in the movie, they're not the reason that the movie sucks. You know what I'm saying? Best Director. Okay, if you follow my channel, you know I have an entire video dedicated to one director, and that is Tim Burton. But for me, he's on like a whole nother like level of, he's just like way up in the stratosphere, so I have to give somebody else a shot. And that other person that I'm giving the #1 spot to is Wes Anderson. His movies are the perfect combination of just weird, but also weird in a way that is still logical, if that makes any sense. Even though it's really kooky and zany, and the people don't really act like real people, you're still able to relate to these characters in a weird way. And he has a great way of taking odd scenarios and making them not only visually stunning, because all of his movies, whoever does the color balancing on his movies, excellent job. You do great work, ma'am or sir, or they or them. All his movies feel like you're walking into a museum, and I love it. Each scene, you can tell, is like meticulously storyboarded. Mostly because I learned that he has a big thing about symmetry. All of his shots have to be like, well, my arm isn't straight, but he has to measure everything and make sure everything is exactly straight. And even the scenes that are crooked, he has to make sure within the crookedness they are symmetrically even. And that's very interesting to me, and it also seems like a lot of work. Wes Anderson, please hire me and put me in one of your movies. I don't care. I will play a rat. I don't care. I'll play anything. I'll play a tree. I got, my limbs aren't that long, but you get the point. I can play anything you want. Please cast me in one of your movies. Favorite guilty pleasure movie? Favorite guilty pleasure movie is Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Witch Slayers? I think it's Witch Hunters. I'm pretty sure it's Witch Hunter. If you've never seen it, I'm pretty sure it came out in like 2011, 2012 or something. It's Jeremy Renner and Gemma Arterton. They play Hansel and Gretel, and they basically are, it's post regular Hansel and Gretel lore. So like they had the whole experience with the witches as a kid. Now they're adults and they grew up, and now they go out and they kill witches. Do you learn anything from this movie? Is there a moral to be had from this movie? Absolutely not. But is it a good time if you just want to turn your brain off and not have to think too hard about the plot? Absolutely. If you're having a bad day, go watch Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. It's a stupid good time. Favorite tearjerker movie? Moulin Rouge, 100%. I already know what's gonna happen. I've seen it a million times. I already know how it ends, and I cry every time. Movie you love that everyone hates. I like Grease 2 way better than Grease 1. Here is the reasoning for that, is because if you look at Grease 1, Sandy is basically saying, I have to change everything about me to get this boy to notice me. Now, if we fast forward to Grease 2, we have Michelle Pfeiffer saying, I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'm going to be whatever I want, and everyone's gonna love it. I admit, are the songs in Grease 1 a little bit more hype? Yeah, they are. But Grease 2 has a song where they dance and they talk about bowling. And they dance while they're bowling. And they're definitely not real bowling balls because they're dancing with them. But Grease 2 is just so good. Also, for this question, I put Venom. I actually liked Venom. It was kind of too long. I wish they had shortened it a little bit. So would I ever watch it again? Probably not. But when I did go to see it, was I mad that I spent money? No. I actually really liked it. And when I looked at the reviews, I was quite sad at people's takeaways from that movie. Because I thought it was very good. And I thought Tom Hardy did a very good job. Movie you hate, everyone loves. Y'all, I'm gonna get so much flack for this. I'm sorry. Heads up, I'm sorry. But I don't like Sex and the City. I'm sorry. I know I'm a terrible person. I get the appeal of it. I understand why people enjoy it. I just think it's not for me. Like, I just need a little bit more for my movie than like a bunch of rich ladies like going around the city and like having dinner. I feel like most of the scenes in that movie is just women having dinner and talking, which is fine. That's why I get why people enjoy it, because it's a very girls' night-esque movie, but it's just not for me. I'm so sorry to anybody watching this that likes those. You can like it. And like I said, I get why people enjoy it, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm gonna do some like rapid fire ones just to kind of like churn out some of these questions. Favorite movie duo? Rick and Cliff from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Genuinely, just because I watched it recently again, and that's like the first thing that came to my head. Favorite animated movie? Corpse Bride, Corpse Bride, Corpse Bride. Also Frankenweenie, but Corpse Bride. Recommend someone a movie. Hi, someone. You should go watch The Dressmaker. Came out in, I believe, 2017. Stars Kate Winslet, Liam Hemsworth. Is that the right brother? Liam Hemsworth is the one that's not Thor. Yes, he's the one that's not Thor. Chris is Thor. Liam Hemsworth is in it. It's about a woman who makes dresses, and there's a lot more to it than that, and the costumes are amazing. Kate Winslet is automatic queen, and yeah, it's a good time. It's a sweet little story. It's also stressful at times, and it's also kind of just like a kooky little comedy, and it takes place in Australia, which is really cool. So you should watch The Dressmaker. What's the first movie you remember watching in theaters? The SpongeBob movie. And that says a lot about my personality today as an adult. Remake you wish had never been made. I wasn't a fan of the Carrie remake. It was fun. Like, it's good. Obviously, they made it modern. It takes place in, like, the 2010s. I don't remember when that movie came out. I want to say it came out in, like, 2013. Early 2010s. Or aughts, or whatever we're in. Yeah, I'm a fan of the old Carrie. I love 70s horror movies, and I feel like because the video quality and the sound quality was a lot lower back then, it adds to the horror element. Yeah, and also 80s movies do that too. Any of the, like, I just recently rewatched Halloween, the first one. That one came out in the 70s too. Just the sound design is everything. And because it's a little bit older, it just adds to the spookiness. And I feel like because they made this new Carrie modern, it takes away from a lot of the edge, because most of it's just like CGI, and you know, they have cell phones, which completely changed the whole realm of horror for me. I feel like now that cell phones are a thing, it just makes the danger level a lot lower, because you can track people, you can call people whenever you want. But that wasn't a luxury in a lot of these 70s horror movies, and it was just like, usually the killer would just like cut the phone line and you'd be done. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Carrie. I thought Chloe Grace Moretz, the actress, I thought she did good. Julianne Moore was good. She scared me. The acting was good. That was not the issue with the movie. I prefer older horror movies. They scare me more because I like practical effects more than CGI. What movie surprised you the most? The Imitation Game. I went and saw that when it came out in theaters, genuinely just because Benedict Cumberbatch was in it. In 2015, it stars, like I said, Benedict Cumberbatch. He plays Alan Turing, which was the man who basically invented computers, which I feel like he should be talked about more, don't you think, in like school? Like, I had never heard of this man, and when you think about computers and like technology surrounding computers, I feel like you think of like Steve Jobs, or like the Microsoft guy. What's his name? Bill Gates? Yeah. Turing was also a gay man in times when people were not very nice. And so it was not only a really informing movie about, you know, the creation of modern technology, but it also was a really heartfelt story about just a man's struggles with trying to be himself, and also being this really revered person for creating this technology and getting all this hate for just trying to be him. So yeah, I cry every time I watch it, and I suggest you go and watch it yourself if you're looking for a good educational and tearjerker time. Actor crush. Okay, we all know that I love Leonardo DiCaprio, but again, I have to put him aside. I have to give other people a shot. So I really thought about this, and I have like a weird thing for Daniel Radcliffe. I really like him. I think he's so cute. I think he's the cutest, and he's short too. So that would work for my 5'1" self. It would work splendid. We would have a great time. Would our children be like the shortest people on earth? Probably, but you know what? It's fine because he has a British accent and he's cute. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. How old is he? He has to be in his 30s. Yeah, he's 31. And he's 5'5"? I thought he was like 5'8". Oh my god, he really is short. Hit me up, Daniel Radcliffe. We can make this work. We can make it work. I'm going to end it on this question. It says favorite movie genre. I think I mentioned this in one of my last videos. One of my favorite movies is Crimson Peak because it mixes period drama with horror. It's my favorite thing. I don't think there are enough of them. There could be more. You can count Bly Manor as like a period horror drama because there's like some Victorian-esque things about it. I know it takes place in like current day, but you know, the ghosts are old and the house is old. So, but just stuff, yeah. Anytime you mix I'll take a period drama that's not a horror though. Love me some PBS. Love me PBS. They be staying on that, the British dramas. Love them to death. Love all of them because I am 87 years old. We got two people. Wes Anderson, please hire me. And then we got PBS. Please put me in anything. I would literally, if a PBS show was the only, or movie was the only thing I ever did in my acting career, I would be so okay with that. God, I love PBS. That's gonna be the end for me for this video. There were a lot of other questions. Let me see if there were any that I didn't cover that I wanted to talk about. But no, I hit everything that I wanted to talk about. My mug, it's a hook and it says there's always a hook, and then it has hook on it. We love Hot Topic in this house. Rewatching Once Upon a Time, and I forgot how different season 1 was. The vibe is different because everyone's under a curse. Nobody knows each other. Everybody's like getting with different people. It's insane. If you're like a fan of Once Upon a Time and you watched all of it, I highly suggest going back to season 1 and seeing how absolutely different everyone is. He's not even in it. Like, I forgot about Graham. Y'all remember Graham? Graham was before this. He was pre-Hook. He was the one Emma was with for a little bit, and then he said bye. Well, he didn't say bye. Regina said bye. But yeah, and he was like it. He was like the it boy on Once Upon a Time, and then Hook came around, and then everybody forgot that Graham existed. Happy to be back, though. I'm filming this on my phone, which is why this looks clearer. I got new editing software. It's all coming together. Everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving today because I'm going to try and get this up on Thanksgiving. And if you are spending this day by yourself, just know that I'm sending my love to you. And I appreciate you for taking time out of your life to watch my videos. I'm very thankful for all of you guys that watch this frizzy-headed little girl talk about stuff that she likes, particularly movies. So, thank you. Follow me on all of my socials. I will link them in the description. On Instagram, I am at It's Victoria Tribble, and Snapchat is at TribbleClef 3 or 33, one of them. It'll be down there, and it's also going to be on the screen. And yeah, I have a Twitter. It's Trouble with Tribble, but I never use it. I used it twice. I'm going to link the Instagram for the podcast that I am currently working towards getting started with my friend Ashley. And yeah, it's like a true crime podcast where we talk about Florida stuff. So I'm going to link the Instagram so you can follow it. There's nothing posted on the Instagram yet because we haven't made the episodes yet. But if you follow the page, then we will post when all the episodes drop. Hopefully it'll be on all streaming services and things like that. I'm very excited about it because true crime is another one of my passions, and we live in the perfect state for it because Florida is absolutely insane. Thanks again for watching my video, and I will see you hopefully very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.